What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 78 of the Finale podcast. I'm your host, Markos, and today I'm joined by Ashford and Ife to talk about the NBA season. Guys, how you been?
I've been doing good. How about you?
Chilling.
Yeah, that's good. No, I've been good too. Um, Looking forward to the podcast today. Haven't talked NBA in a while, so there's some things that have gone on since our last conversation that I'm interested to talk about. So let's get right into it. So a couple teams first I wanted to talk about were the OKC Thunder and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Two teams at the top of the West right now. But my first question is I'm noticing that these two teams aren't taken as seriously as some of the other teams in the West. So given that they're the top two seeds in the Western Conference right now in January, my question is how legit are the OKC Thunder and the Minnesota Timberwolves in the West?
Me personally, I would say that both teams are legit, but I think that OKC is slightly more legit than Minnesota because with OKC, we haven't really seen what they can do in the playoffs. While Minnesota, you've seen them in the playoffs and they haven't really had much success as a unit. But I feel like overall they're legit. But I think that the Western Conference overall is still open. Any team can um be the contenders when time comes to playoffs. And yeah.
I'd agree. I think they should be taken. I think I agree with it. T should be taken more seriously than OKC. I think OKC do look very nice. I mean, them being the 1 and 2 seed.
Ife
I
said
think with
OKC should be.
Oh, he said okay,
Yeah,
but the way he
OKC
described it
should.
sounded like Minnesota though.
No, he said OKC should be taken more
Oh
serious.
well, then no, I'm going against it then.
Oh,
No, I think the T-Wolves should. One, although we had lost in the first round, we played against the reigning champions now, Denver, who were the hardest team to face. We look more cohesive and better as a unit. Cat, Ant, Gobert, like potential to have 3 All-Stars. I think OKC, they look very nice, and I was actually saying this like in our chat earlier, like they're one of my favorite teams to watch this season. But I do think with that youth and playoff experience, that might them a little bit. Doesn't take the talent away. Also, too, I think when it comes down to like the half court offense and like 3-point shooting, especially in the playoff setting, I want to see how that like would work for OKC. They have some good shooters, Isaiah Joe, um, Aaron Wiggins, if I'm not mistaken. Shea, we know already. Chet too. But I just think that youth might hinder them a little bit. But they're solid, and I think the T Wolves and this year, like playing All-Star level, potentially all NBA level. I was a little hesitant to like kind of put that out there because we Marcos had combos before. But I don't know. I feel confident. I think definitely first round should be agree. Around depending who we face, that could be something else for more development. But I think look serious.
basically, I feel like both these two teams are still kind of underrated, just given what they've accomplished. Like they're two really good defenses. Um, they match up well with pretty much every team in the league. Boston's gonna play OKC tonight, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna match up well with them. Like, so OKC is a team that, regardless of their inexperience, they're ready for these type of games. They've been building this team for a while. SGA has experience, Lou Dort has experience, and then bringing in Chet, he's not playing like a rookie right now. He's playing at a high level. I think Jalen Williams is probably their third best player. Like he's really impressed me so far with his ability to defend and be so poised on the offensive side of the ball. So I'm a big fan of him. Um, but yeah, OKC, I don't think the inexperience is going to get to them because we've seen teams in the past that have inexperience going into the playoffs, like as a unit, not like in terms of your age, right? But as a unit, like a team, for example, like the Suns when they first formed went to the finals in their first year in 2021. In 2019, the Toronto Raptors went to the finals in Kawhi's only year in Toronto, and obviously they haven't been anything close since. So I think when you have a right team, like you can kind of make it work. I feel like there's some teams in the West right now, like the Lakers will get to them. The Lakers can't compete with any of the like top teams in the West. And I'm even talking like the Pelicans, the Kings, like maybe even the Mavericks. Like there's a lot of teams in the West that can just outmatch the Lakers because right now it's just LeBron and AD, right? But these other teams just have a lot more depth, and OKC and Minnesota are like leading the pack in terms of that with the consistency. So I like what they're doing right now. Um, and yeah, I'm looking forward to what they can do in the playoffs because obviously the Thunder have less experience, but it seems like their game translates to a playoff setting because they don't really have too many guys that like you would imagine getting mismatched out there. If anything, they have the mismatches with Chet. Like Chet is somebody who can, create problems, which, whenever you have a shooting big, that's what happens. So I like what OKC can do. So I mean, I don't know who I'm more high on right now, but I think both of these teams, you're not going to see as many problems. With Minnesota, I mean, obviously Rudy Gobert has his playoff problems in the past, but I don't think that's, not going to be as big given the Nas Reed, effect. The fact that he can just come in and play, the power forward or center position next to Cat or next to Kyle Anderson, like it gives him a lot of options. So I don't think this Timberwolves team is the same as last year. I think they're much better. And yeah, I'm looking forward to what both these teams can do moving forward. Do you guys think it's like, some of this small market bias though in it a little bit because, we kind of saw it last year with Denver, like they barely got hype even though they went to the finals. People were still talking about the Lakers while they were in the finals. So do you think it's kind of like small market bias as well factored into it?
I don't think it's really small market. I feel like it's more that both these teams don't really have the playoff experience. So like you can't really judge if they can really contend. But I feel like if playoff time and one of these teams gets hot and like actually becomes true contenders, I think the NBA media would be all over it.
Hmm. Okay.
I'd agree, but I also add like I think the marketability too that is like an effect to them. Unfortunately, you still hear like Lakers, Knicks, like it's still the big teams like headlines every other week. I think Minnesota this year has definitely hit more of a I want to say like a like general coverage when it comes to NBA. I think with Ant, he was playing so well. Um, yeah, I think just the team being like the number for most of the season being either the number one or the number two like team in the league. Um, so I think with that, and also too, I think with the players that we have, I think with Ant, like just his marketability with him, they've had more coverage a little bit, but like overall, compared to like being talked about like, consistently, nah, not as much.
Yeah. I kind of agree both with a little bit of you, like from a little bit of you guys, where I agree with Ife, where he's like, it's not as much small market bias. Like, obviously, both these teams are inexperienced when it comes to winning in the playoffs. So I feel like that will come when, these teams beat the bigger market teams, like, say, like Minnesota or um, OKC beat like LA or Phoenix, like 4-1 in a series. Like, I think that's just going to elevate them. Like, that's the same thing that's happening with Denver. Like Denver kind of got their respect when they were just like taking teams out. Like Phoenix was like 4-1, LA like 4-0. So I think you'll get that respect just naturally from that. But then there's also a small market bias because of how much we're talking about teams like the Lakers, given the fact that they're like hovering around 500 right now, and they're a team that has a lot of question marks. And they're healthy right now, so it's not like they're waiting on anybody really besides like Gabe Vincent. But I don't think he's going to come in and do much. So I think it's a little bit of both in there for sure. But playoff basketball is going to be where it matters. So, like I said, I'm looking forward to what these two teams can do in that environment. But I don't think they're, going to shy away from that moment. But yeah, um,
Say in a playoff setting, these two
yeah,
were to face off. Who you got in a
hmm
7 game series?
that's intriguing because I went to the first Metro, right? Uh, OKC kind of dominated Minnesota for most of it, but Minnesota were able to disrupt their offense with the zone, and it kind of exposed the fact that when they're not making shots, and when the opposing team's making shots, they're a little bit easier to play against. But the second time around, like a couple weeks ago, OKC took care of Minnesota pretty easily. They just kept Cat out of the paint, kept Rudy Gobert outside of the rim area, for easy baskets, and then Minnesota weren't able to make shots. So that's really hard to win when you can't do those things and play around your two big men. So I think when these two teams play in a series, it's gonna be very close. I think it'll go like 6 or 7 games, but I think with the experience, I would still take Minnesota because just Minnesota haven't lost 2 games in a row this year. Like they're a team that's a little bit more experienced, a little bit more poised. I feel like when it comes to the moment, like you can tell that some inexperience might come out of Chet Holmgren or some of those guys that haven't experienced this in that playoff setting. So I'd take Minnesota, just a little bit more experienced.
Okay. I
Me
probably say the same thing
personally,
too. Probably Minnesota like 6 or 7.
Okay.
okay. Honestly, I disagree with both of y'all. I would probably lean towards OKC in 6 or 7, just because like Marco said with the second game, Minnesota could really take Rudy Gobert out of the game defensively, and I think that overall that um the OKC they have just better they're better offensively, and I think that the difference between Shea and Ant, I would lean towards more Shea, so that's why I would lean towards more OKC.
Yeah. That's, I mean, it's obviously up for debate. I don't think it's a clear cut answer
Yeah, that's
given
not
like,
clear.
we said 6 or 7, so it's not clear,
Mhm.
but yeah, we'll see. I mean, that's a good question. But my last question regarding this topic, OKC, right? They've been a team that's, I don't know if they're particularly interested, but there's been rumors about them being interested in upgrading their roster, before the trade deadline. In particular, Laurie Markkinen's been hovering around with, Utah potentially being sellers again this trade deadline. So do you guys think OKC should upgrade their roster before the deadline?
Yeah, honestly,
I think so.
I think they should because I think you have to trade Josh Giddey because I'd rather have the ball in Shea's hands than Josh Giddey, and I think that if you can get someone like a Laurie Markkinen, he could really space the floor as a four, and with also Chet be able to shoot threes. I think that could be a very dangerous offensive lineup.
My question, like, to
Yeah.
that though, is like, what do you think the Thunder would lose if they got rid of Josh Giddey?
I mean, don't they have a lot of picks to trade? I think
No, but like, what qualities in him do they lose if they get rid of him? Like, what the things that he brings? Like, what do you think they lose if they get rid of him for Laurie Markkinen, who's more of just a scorer?
I mean, playmaking, but that's about it though.
yeah. The only thing I would say is playmaking, but I think that the playmaking would fall on Shea's hands, and I think he could be a decent playmaker. But yeah, I think that's the only thing they really lose is playmaking.
Yeah. I was telling Marco this, I think a couple weeks ago, because we talked about this in the chat. Yeah, Giddy is just kind of like the odd man out. And also, too, when you think about like the future when it comes to like, say, when they all get paid, Shea already got his money. J Dub's gonna get his bread. Chet's gonna get his bread. And to have four, that's a lot to handle, especially if you guys aren't looking like championship contenders right away. So I think Giddy's the odd man now. And also, too, he's kind of regressed this season. I mean, also going through stuff too, so that could be a potential part of his play. Um, I just think, yeah, he's just the odd man now, and also too, his lack of spacing as far as like his shot selection could be a hindrance if not improved. So I think you could just dish him out. I did a trade machine actually, I think like a couple weeks ago. I don't have the exact proposal, but I think it was Davis Bertans and Josh Giddey and like 3 picks. 3 picks might be a lot given how much Utah have been asking, but at least 2 to 3. If I was the OKC, I'd probably do Davis Bertans, Giddey, 2 picks. I feel like that's enough to filler. Maybe 3 because Laurie is a young prospect in Utah. I mean, as far as Laurie's kind of like their big hit they have as far as trade assets. I mean,
Hmm.
Jordan Clarkson's cool, but I mean, I don't know what you expect to get back from him. But yeah, I would do that trade if I'm OKC while you're already on the up and Laurie's still young too.
Yeah, I do that trade too, honestly.
Yeah.
Do you guys don't think it's too soon, just given that they haven't gotten to the playoffs yet?
I
I
don't
would
think
do
it's
it
too
after
soon.
this season.
Oh, you do it after the season?
Yeah, just to gauge and see where you guys are at as a team. Like, say
Oh,
if
okay.
you lose in the first round to a tough team, then it's like, okay, you see the potential there. If they go second round, it's probably exceeding expectations that they have for themselves. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
so I would see after this season to kind of like play it out and see like, okay, do we have enough for to kind of push through? So,
Yeah, I was saying like more at the deadline. Like, do you think they should do that at the deadline?
Yeah, I think they should have the deadline because
oh, at the
honestly, I
deadline,
don't.
no, no,
I
Yeah.
think they should have the deadline because I feel like Laurie Marketing may not be available next year, and I think that overall is the trade is making the roster better. So like it doesn't hurt just to get your roster better come playoff time, even though they could be legit contenders with this roster.
Hmm. I think marketing would still be available, but I don't know if the price, given that Utah's more like selling right now, I don't know if the price would be as reasonable for OKC to do, you know? OKC could obviously include a lot of picks if they, needed to, given the fact that they have so many assets, but I think right now if a team's selling Larry Markkinen, you could get away with maybe a pick or two and then match it with Josh Giddey and then the cap, with like Davis Bertans obviously making a lot of money. So and then, like Ashford mentioned with J Dub, getting his contract soon. He's obviously going to get like somewhere around a max deal. So I don't know. I mean, at the same time, you want to strike while the iron's hot, but it's like, do you see them like how long do you see them even holding on to Josh Giddey? Like it seems like I don't know who said it, but it also seems like he's the odd man out long term anyway.
yeah.
So hey, we'll see. And then moving on to the Lakers.
Shoot, plus getting Utah,
Lakers,
it makes sense.
explain why it makes sense.
Oh well, those that know, but like Giddy, Utah, um, they had a great legend in Utah. Makes sense. If you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say.
Sean Carmelo.
Well,
Ooh.
not necessarily, but like, yeah,
I'm just kidding.
yeah.
Okay, okay. All right. Let's move on to
I
the
was like, what
Lakers,
the
you know?
hell? All right,
No,
all
but
right, all right.
hey man, so the Lakers right now, just checking the standings real quick. They're at the 10 seed right now, 17 and 17, right at 500. So they're a very inconsistent team. Like I said, I've seen them play against like these teams in the West, you know, Rockets, Suns, Mavericks, Pelicans, Kings, Clippers, Nuggets, Thunder. I don't know if they've played all of them, but I've seen when they've played most of them, they can't really match up to them with their role players. Obviously, LeBron and AD are able to dominate a lot of matchups, but it just doesn't seem like they can, match them. And they've kind of like lost their juice that they had last season, where after they made the deals at the deadline, they were just a different team. And it seems like that kind of ran out. Obviously, they made the change recently to put D'Lo to the bench. That's, I guess, kind of worked out in a way, but at the same time, not really yet. So um, maybe this team still needs some time to get going, and maybe they're just a team that's just playoff ready if they get to that point. But do you think they need to make a trade at this point? Like, what do you think's going wrong?
Yeah, me personally, I think they do have to make a trade because I feel like over the past couple of years, the biggest knock with the Lakers is can you have AD playing on a high level? And this year, AD's playing on a really high level, and that they're hovering around 0.500. So that just shows that the players around AD and LeBron are not really playing their part. So I think that you have to make a move now, so then you can start building that. You can start building that chemistry
Chemistry?
for playoff
Yeah.
time. Yeah, chemistry. So I think you make the move now.
Yeah, I'd agree. My only thing is like, what is out there for them to get, and two, what do they
Yeah,
have to
I don't know
offer?
what is out
You
there.
know,
That's
because like I've been hearing like they're dangling D'Lo, Rui, maybe. You're not giving them Austin Reeves, you know, and D'Lo and Rui. I mean, they're decent to good players when hitting shots. But I don't know what you get in return for that, and I don't know what team would want that also too. I saw like a rumor where it's like the Lakers are interested in Dejounte Murray, and Murray's name has been kind of in rumors for whatever reason. I don't know if Atlanta would do that too. Um, and I don't know how it works contractually. I don't know. I don't know how much DeJounte's contract is, but I don't know. I don't know what they have to offer. To be honest, it doesn't sound too attractive. I'm a team trying to trade.
Do you think they're missing something in the starting lineup, or do you think they just need to upgrade their bench a little bit?
Uh, Definitely the bench for sure. Um, Starting lineup. I mean, probably just better like guard play. But when I say guard play,
Yeah,
more
he
so on
is.
the playmaking side of it. Um, but I don't know who's out there that they could get. Like I remember last year when no, not, when T-Wolves got Conley. Like imagine if the Lakers had Conley right now. Just as a scenario, I feel like that'd be like a perfect
Hmm.
fit for them. Um, but I don't know. Their guard play is interesting. Like Austin Reeves, he's been doing better than he
He's
was at the
been
beginning of the
good.
season. Yeah. Um, I don't know. It's guard play, and it's weird because like during this past summer, like I mean, of course, NBA media's gonna hype. You're like, oh, they got Gabe Vincent, Austin Reeves signed, D'Lo, Roy, the boys are back, and it's like, like you said earlier, it kind of just fizzled out. Now we're just back to square one. So I don't know. I don't know what they need to be honest. Like I don't know what more can help them. So given what's already out there,
Yeah.
Do you think they're missing
Honestly,
like
though,
Dennis Schroeder?
yeah, I think he'd help dramatically.
I was thinking that, but like at the same time, like
He's playing bad.
yeah, and how much of a difference when he comes back? Like, would this be like the third time he comes back to the Lakers? Like when you had the team that Andre Drummond got rid of him, then brought him back again, and it's like what bring him back again? It's like okay, like if you really value this guy, this wouldn't have been a thing twice, you know. Um, but I don't know. I think it'd be again another stopgap, but is it the guy to go for what they're trying to achieve? I'm not too sure.
I don't think they should. I'm not saying they should go for him or anything like that. I mean, like
Mm,
they're missing. It seems like they're missing like a point guard, like not like a D'Angelo Russell type of point guard, more like like we said with Mike Conley, like just a perfect sort of somebody who can just kind of keep it simple, like level out all your weaknesses and operate, especially in like clutch time. Like I don't think they have that right now. It seems like it's still like heavy LeBron AD, which is obviously it's good to have, but I don't think it's something that's sustainable. And last year, obviously, you had it a little bit more spread around where you had Austin Reeves step up in big moments and Dennis Schroeder step up in big moments. Not so much D'Lo, but you had guys that just could, make plays. You had Vanderbilt being the energy guy. So I don't think they just have the same spark as they do this year. That's why I think they need to make a trade. And given that it's like LA, like, do you guys think that it could, affect Darvin Ham's like job security with the Lakers?
Yeah, I feel like it could potentially because one thing about Darvin Ham is some of his rotations are kind of questionable, and like I don't know, I feel like he's not really that good of a coach. He just has the opportunity to coach against coach Anthony Davis and LeBron James, so that helps. But like as a coach, like just drawing plays, his rotations, I don't think he's that good.
Hmm.
yeah, like I wouldn't be surprised by the end of the season, depending how the Lakers finish, if he's fired, to be honest. Just because
Yeah.
like that's kind of like the Lakers way. And also too, like kind of going back to what you said too, like Darvin Ham, like the rotations I hear, and also too, like I don't know how much of like a solid like X's and O's guys that he is, you know? And I
Mhm.
think with having AD playing at like an elite level again consistently, that has always been important. And now LeBron, I mean, just turned 39 like not too long ago. I mean, LeBron's superhuman, of course, but like that can only hold up so much if there's not guys around them helping them, you know? So, and then it does not, they're not going to put the blame on LeBron or AD because, I mean, they're going to give what they can do come playoff time. But it's always going to be go to the coach. And if the coach is not really like maximizing with the players around them, then, I mean, it's just him out the door.
Yeah, that'd be tough. I mean, they went to the Western Conference Finals last year, and then this season's not going their way. And yeah, I think there's not a ton of patience with head coaches over there, so I could definitely see it happening.
You know?
Um, but yeah, we'll see what happens with them. Uh, and then next segment, called Speak on It, new segment I just created, basically just talking about something that's not getting enough media coverage or something that's been on your mind recently regarding the NBA. So I want to open the floor to you guys. Whoever wants to go first with your topic of choice.
I'll go first. I have a few. But I'll probably just I'll make it to just two. The
Oh,
first
now
one being like
just go one at a time, and then we can talk about it.
okay, my fault. All right. So then the first one I'm gonna do, or just the one I'm gonna do, is like the Atlanta Hawks. Like, what's going on, man? Like as I'm looking right now, they're 13 and 19, they're 11th seed. There's like there doesn't seem like any change has happened, you know. And they've already fired a coach before. If they fire another one, would it be what the third coach fired? If I'm not mistaken, what was it Lord Pierce? Who was Nate McMillan? And
Oh yeah,
Quinton, they just signed, yeah, a long extension.
yeah.
Um, and like we keep hearing, like, and also too, I feel like this past summer to the end of last season, like Trae Young's names in NBA media wasn't like for good reason. Not gonna lie, people kind of like questioning like his, I guess
Leadership.
yeah, his leadership is his style of play like um suitable for a championship contending team, and also given like they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals a couple years ago. But I don't know. It's just that team is just not the same. The Dejounte Murray edition. I mean, I don't know. It seems like two of like similar play, but one player has can offer both sides, and also two. There's been times when Trey's been out and Dejounte's looked better. Not gonna lie, for the team. So it's like it's a weird situation going on, and you hear like Trae Young trade rumors that kind of like dangles a bit, but it doesn't like have much concrete. So it's like I don't know where Atlanta what their future is. Like I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what happened with them.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like their. I've always liked their rotational pieces, even going back to when they went to the conference finals. Like they've
Mm.
always had good players, but they've always been also like so offensive minded. And it seems like that's really how they try to win is just to outscore a lot of teams. Their defense is not good at all. And then, I mean, Trey Young puts up really good stats. He's probably, on with his stats, top three in the Eastern Conference point guards, but it doesn't amount to winning anymore. And like that surprised me too, because I always thought like Trey Young is the type of point guard that can lead a team to winning, just given how clutch he is and how poised of a player he is. But they haven't been able to put it all together. And then the question marks obviously go to Trey Young with his leadership and is he the type of guy that you can build your franchise around? And they thought it was at one point, but now it's proving that it's not the case. Even when you bring in a guy like Quinn Snyder, who is so respected for his time in Utah. So I don't know what's going on with the Jazz, but I think they might need to make more moves, maybe one more try at trying to build this thing around Trey Young before I could actually see him potentially leaving.
Yeah.
My only
What are your
thing just
thoughts?
to add, oh, go.
Oh, Ife.
For Atlanta, I don't know. I feel like they have to move Deontay Murray because I think that like it doesn't really it isn't like the pairing of Trey Young and Deontay doesn't really work out. I think that they, like you said, I think they need to get more like a defensive minded person to pair with Trey Young. But I feel like they need to figure out soon because I could see a potential where down the line Trey Young is asking for trades that he wants to go somewhere where he can win and compete. So
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's tough over there, and it's like also too. Even if they go for someone now, like one, who is it? I know that the only next person up. I know we talked about Laurie before. Is like what Pascal Siakam, and even within that, say if they do get him, it's like how much. Like yes, the team improves, but like by how much though? Like does he move the needle enough to where it's like okay, they're at least like solidified like playoff, not even play in. Because right now they're 11th, they're 13, 19. And like my Bulls are the 10th seed, and Zach Levine's been on Kobe White's been playing out of his mind. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And it's like, like that's what the levels is at. That's what I'm saying. So just like I don't know how much, say if Pascal were to get traded to them, what they would offer even in the first place, like how much that moves
Uh,
the needles for them as far as the future. And like I'm like, no.
no, Nah, I don't think that's the type of player
Yeah,
they need to go for. uh,
it's not. But who else is there for them to get?
I don't know. I mean, I would give Quinn Snyder like a chance at kind of building a roster that he wants. I don't
Mm,
think he was the one who was there when they added DeJounte. I like DeJounte Murray, but it just seems like those two don't fit well. DeJounte Murray might need to go to a place where he's a little bit more, responsibility like he had in San Antonio. Right now, it just seems like they play at their best when they're not on the same court as each other. Uh, and that's, obviously a shame, but I think that's what they need to do moving forward if they're trying to really build this around Trey Young, because I don't think they'd like be like, okay, let's build this around DeJounte, because Trey Young's obviously, has been there for years. So it seems like he's the guy they want to build around. DeJounte is more like the guy that was supposed to come in and you guys mentioned, no, Ife mentioned somebody to come in and play defense. I mean, I think that was a thing, like two-way point guard. That's what DeJounte Murray was, right? And I don't know if he's really
Yeah,
brought that to that effect, right?
no, he hasn't.
So, I mean, we'll see, but I think they're just messing up on the moves that they make so far. And I thought Onyeka Okongwu was gonna have a good year. It's not happening for
swear,
him. Uh,
heartbreaking.
man. So I don't know. It seems like they're still holding on to that identity that they used to have when they were, competing in the playoffs, but they're just a really easy team to face. And right now they're not even in the playoffs, like playing, top 10. So um, if they do want to build it around Trey Young, I'd give it one more try. But yeah, it's the time is kind of ticking, and it eventually will lead to Quinn Snyder potentially being out of there. Even though I think he's a really good coach, it just is a bad
Yeah,
situation in Atlanta right now. So, all right,
Yeah.
Ife, your
No, I
topic.
feel like oh, my topic.
Oh no, you have to say something real quick.
No. I don't want to say nothing.
Okay.
My topic is I feel like one team that is not really getting talked about a lot is the Clippers. Like in the beginning of the season, when they brought in Harden, there people were talking about like, oh, this might not work. This team, like this is a bad trade. But they've been really winning. They climbed all the way to fourth seed in the West, and
hmm
I think that like this could be a dark horse team in the playoffs if they're all fully healthy because you have James Harden, Kawhi, Paul George. Like each one can go off any day, any day. So I think that the Clippers need to start getting more attention as potential contenders in the West.
I'd agree. And even adding to like, I know when the trade happened, like Kawhi wasn't playing the best, like stats wise. But since then,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know he just came
Yeah,
back like recently with like from
he's going off.
injury, but yeah, I'm just looking like for some December 12th, 31 off like 11, 14, 27 points the next game against Warriors off 9 and 16 shooting. The Knicks 36 off 12 of 16. Pacers 28, 12 of 18. Mavs 30 of 12 of 22. Then he gets hurt. Then the most recent game 24, 10 of 19. Like he's like okay, I'm back on it. I feel like when the trade
Yeah,
happened, as far they're trying to figure out like as far as like the shot volume and how they disperse it, but also too like you're Kawhi Leonard, bro. Like you don't like get that ball, like you know what you do.
for real. Yeah,
And he's running up, and also James Harden too. He's been fitting well. Yeah, they look good. I don't. It's weird though because it's like the West is so tough. Everyone has moments where like they look
so
good for like
tough.
a good like you know what I mean, and not even just the West, like the NBA
Yeah.
in general. Like for example, like the Pacers. The Pacers were like red hot a couple weeks ago. Now,
Yeah.
I mean, we still talk about Tyrese, but other than that, how much are we really talking about him now? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's hard. They're definitely a team I wouldn't want to meet in a second round. I'm not gonna lie.
hmm For sure.
Yeah, they're definitely not. But I like the Clippers. They've been playing well though.
Yeah, I think the Clippers are a really good team right now. It seems like they're all fitting well. Um, at first, yeah, they just struggled with the lineups, I think, but now they Ty Lue's kind of got that down, and it seems like everybody's performing at a high level. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of selfishness going on, and they're able to put together wins. I think they started like I don't know how many games in a row they lost, but now it seems like they've been on a good run of games, and I think honestly. they could they're also up there with teams that could, go to the finals, I feel like, just because of how, dominant they are,
Yeah.
um, scoring wise. And then they can also like low key kind of defend. I don't think that's talked about enough too. So I like what they're doing. I don't think they're missing much. So I'm looking forward to, what they can do in the playoffs. But like just the fact that they have experience and the fact that they mesh well together is the most impressive part to me, because we've seen stars get put together recently and not, have the same agendas or whatever. Like Gordon Hayward talked about it recently with the Celtics not having the same agenda to win. So I
Yeah.
think that the fact that this team is kind of like, it seems like they all kind of fit well together chemistry wise. Seems like it's good. So I'm looking forward to, what they can do for sure. My topic though, it's based off this Knicks Raptors trade, OG Anunoby to the Knicks for RJ Barrett and quickly. So, but what my topic was is that I think RJ Barrett is going to turn into an all-star once Pascal Siakam, leaves the Raptors. So RJ Barrett's, on ball, when RJ Barrett's on ball, he's like, that's really where what he's made his name off of, like going back to high school, going back to Duke. But when he got to the Knicks, that wasn't the case. He's playing with Julius Randle, and then they bring in Jalen Brunson, and he's kind of turned into a spot up shooter, where that's obviously never been his strength, and that's where it got exposed, and that's where you can see OG Anunoby fitting in way more better, because he's played alongside ball dominant players in Toronto, and he's able to make shots, spot up shooting. So I don't think that's RJ Barrett's game. I think he's more of an on ball player, and once Pascal kind of leaves, whether it's trade or free agency, I think RJ Barrett paired next to an unselfish player like Scotty Barnes, I think they can create havoc in the East, just given how they play off of each other. I mean, I don't know how much they play off of each other right now, but I think they can play off of each other really well, just given their style of play. So I like what RJ Barrett can do for that team. Um, but yeah, that's my take. I think RJ Barrett's going to be an all star sooner rather than later. What's you guys' thoughts on that?
Me personally, I think All Star might be crazy because they still got guys on their team like Emmanuel Quickly, Scotty Barnes, and but I think that honestly for this trade, I think that both teams honestly got better because I think that OG fits really well with the New York, and I think that um um RJ and Emmanuel fit well with Scotty. So I think it's a good trade for both sides. I don't know if RJ is an All Star yet, or he will be.
Yeah, the All Star. I'm a little like put the brakes on it, but I hear the vision though. Ideally, um, but yeah, I agree with you. I think it's a win-win. I think it just better suited for each other's teams. I think OG fits well with the Knicks. I mean, they play the T-Wolves. I wasn't able to watch the game, but I think at 17 has some good possessions, good shot making. I think he's just a better fit for the Knicks. And I also feel like with that trade too for the Knicks, like there's probably like another move for them to make, but that's who knows when that time comes. Um, and with yeah, once Pascal gets moved, like as Marco said, I think he will flourish in that Toronto team. And also too, him being back home, I feel like there's some dynamic to it which like it just helps. Like it's gonna help improve him. There's a comfortability there. And also too, I feel like I think it's been spoken about, but just like for the Knicks, the loss of quickly, like I feel like they're really gonna regret that. Like I could really see like quickly like blossoming. Um, I don't know how much maybe this season per se, but I do think him being like in like a starter point guard role, like I think he's gonna do well. I think the only thing for him that he'll need to prove on, and I feel like Toronto's been lacking this for a little bit, is like just the playmaking. I know since Freddie's been gone, but I think that is the next level to up his game. And like the Raptors, they got their point guard.
Yeah, I mean, bro, RJ Barrett, when RJ Barrett's on ball though, like I just think that's gonna make things a lot more easy for him, just given how he plays. He's not gonna be a shooter. He's gonna be more of a slasher, and that'll improve his playmaking. Like when we saw these other guys get traded when they weren't all stars, like Tyrese Halliburton and Laurie Markkinen, like nobody, I don't think anybody said they were gonna be all stars. So just RJ Barrett's natural style of play when he steps into that type of role, like he's never been in his NBA career. I mean, you're gonna see the best version of him. That's gonna be an all-star. Hey man,
Okay.
I'm gonna look
I'm
back
not
on
mad.
this
I'm not
take.
mad at it.
I'm gonna look back on this take, and I already know it's gonna happen. But I'm just like warning you ahead of time. Like that's what's gonna happen. RJ Barrett, like he's gonna be all-star. But uh, we can move on to that. Unless I know you guys. Did you guys have another one you guys wanted to bring up?
Oh, no, I
Uh,
don't.
I, I had one more, but like it doesn't. It's not like something to, like actually be talked about seriously. It's just like I know the Bucks are the two seed, but man, I'm like defensively they look so. Ugh. That it's not a thing to like go on deep dive to talk about. I think like the two teams in the East that I look more serious for, like the Celtics and the Sixers, more so than the Bucks. But that's really it's just a small tangent, but it's nothing concrete enough to really go like a deep dive about.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but really, I mean, I think the Bucks are they're missing something.
Yeah.
Like, but like I don't know what it is. Like they can score really well. Perhaps it's their defense. I think their defense is not the greatest right now.
Mhm.
If I can take a real quick look at what they are in terms of defensive efficiency, they are below average. So I think maybe their defense could improve. I mean, they probably have gotten a little bit worse with some of their guys, maybe, I don't know, aging, maybe. I mean, I think numbers wise, they're probably still good, but like, I don't think they're having the same effect, Brooke Lopez, Chris Middleton, like they used to. So maybe that's something that they can improve on. Depth wise, too, like, um, I think Malik Beasley plays a big role for them. I don't know if that's something you want to improve on in that area. Just something that they're missing. Maybe just improving their rotation a little bit. But like you said, they're a two seed, right? So I wouldn't be too
Yeah.
worried. I still think they won't get outmatched against like the 76ers or any other team. I just think they're missing something that could elevate them to NBA championship level that they don't have right now. But yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
last topic. Um, oh, real quick, low key, I feel like I don't know what your guys' thoughts on this, but back to the RJ Barrett OG thing. I think OG Anunoby, he makes the Knicks like borderline like elite because of his defensive versatility. Do you guys agree with that? Like just he plays so much better off of Brunson and Randall and his defense and his cutting ability. Like I don't know,
Borderline
I'm
elite. I hear it.
borderline elite in the East.
Yeah, in the East. In the East, I hear it. Yeah, I hear it. Even like watching. I
Um,
mean, I wasn't. Go ahead, Ethan.
nah, I was gonna say I disagree with borderline elite because I feel like the elite teams in the West are the Celtics, Bucks, and 76ers. But I feel like the second tier teams, I think it puts them at the top of that trade. But I don't know if they're in that elite status yet.
I mean, that's what borderline elite is, though.
Yeah, yeah, borderline elite, right there.
Nah, that's not nah.
But what's borderline elite to you then?
You got the elite right, the top three, and then you said the top of the second tier, so that's basically
Yeah,
borderline elite.
That's yeah.
actually maybe I guess, but I don't know. When I think like borderline elite, I don't I don't really think that any teams in the because in the East other than those three can compete for contending. So I think borderline elite is like you could potentially compete, but I don't think anyone else could compete.
All I'm gonna say is I can pretty much almost guarantee, not that I'm the GM or anything, but I can see the Knicks making more moves
Yeah, I think it
kind of
will.
fill. You know, they're gonna fill that the scoring off the bench. You know, Manuel quickly. They're gonna fill that role for sure. I could see that. You know, maybe bringing in Jordan Clarkson, something like that. But defensively, I mean, they're pretty good. Dante DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, OG
Oh
Anunoby,
yeah,
Yeah.
Isaiah Hartenstein. Like they got defensive versatility there, and then it just makes it so much easier because you don't have to think so much about RJ Barrett. You know, trying to get his because he's that type of player. You got OG Anunoby who is super unselfish and has developed so much since in Toronto since Kawhi Leonard left. So he's
Yeah.
like he's ready for this type of role, and I think he's gonna just make them so much better. But and Thibodeau, right? That defensive connection, like oh my gosh, he's gonna put him like guarding
Yeah.
1 through 5. So I like what the Knicks are gonna do. I don't know. I'm high on them.
I saw someone on Twitter say like OG no Tibbs found his new low dang well OG. That just made me laugh. I'm like that's like that.
I see it.
It's so much. Yeah, like I saw something that said like OG played for like 20 minutes in the first half, bro. He's never done that in his career. Like I saw the report, and it's just like, bro, imagine like
Damn,
that's a new luau.
bro. Damn,
Wings,
that's
African,
yeah.
defensive versatility. Like, come on now, like that's a regen right there. But no, but I borderline elite. I hear it though. I mean, just going off the highlights that I've seen, I didn't really get to see like the full in depth of the game. But no, he felt like a glove for them. I'm looking forward to see how the Knicks develop going forward, not only with like this team, but also what other moves they do. But
Hmm.
I hear it though, Marcos. They look. I know it's early, but that OG fit looks nice.
Also, like I know Ife, I think said in the chat, like he doesn't get the hype around OG, like why teams were like, or why the asking price was like 3 first round picks or whatever at
Mm,
first. I'm kind of on that same boat with him, just given what OG like has accomplished in his career. It's not much, but like when I see him fit into certain teams, it's like I see why there's so much of a value there. Like just given his
Yeah,
fit, that's
yeah,
kind of what I'm seeing more so based off of like what he fits with it, how he fits with the team rather than what he's done in his career. Because I guess when you look at that trade, it's just like, dang, they had to trade RJ Barrett, Emmanuel quickly for OG Anunoby. It's just like,
OG,
what?
yeah.
But it's like when he fits on that team, it's just like, okay, I see why they did it. So that's just my thoughts on that move, real quick. But all right, last segment. So we got a little trivia for both of you guys. 7 questions each. And this trivia is going to be, no multiple choice, but it's going to be centered around both of your favorite teams, and we're just going to tally up who has the highest score, right? For Ife,
Mm,
it's going to be the Timberwolves, and for Ashford, it's going to be the Bulls.
mm,
okay.
History of both teams. I don't want to see any searching up on Google. Just lock in, right?
mm.
I bet.
This is just for fun. I'm gonna see what you guys can do here. All right. So who wants to go first? We're gonna go, back and forth.
I can go first.
All right. First question.
Mm.
What year did Derrick Rose win the MVP?
2010, 2011.
All right. That's correct. That's 1 point.
Yeah,
D Rose is his guy. Okay. All
yeah.
right, Ife, first question for the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
Uh what two players in the 2009 NBA draft did the Timberwolves infamously take over Stephen Curry?
Ricky Rubio and Johnny Flynn.
Hey, okay. You got that. You got that. I'm proud that you got that. All right. Back to Ashford.
Mm.
How many championship rings do the Bulls have?
6.
Yo, I low-key should have wrote this down.
Bro, don't even know the answer.
Nah, but I think it is 6 though.
Yeah.
Let me confirm it. You're correct, 6. So that's 2
Mm.
points. Congratulations. Congratulations. You're doing well. Uh Back to Ife. Um all right, Ife. Are you ready for this?
Yes, sir.
All right. Lock in because I feel like you're
I'm
typing a
locked
little
in.
bit. Okay. All right. All right. After getting drafted, how many years did Ricky Rubio play overseas before playing with the Timberwolves?
2 years.
How many?
2 years.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Was that actually right?
Yeah, that was right.
Uh, Damn, I
I'm not gonna lie. That's a harder question for him than from like my question. I'm not gonna lie.
It's
nah.
gonna it's Timberwolves though, so it's okay.
All right, fair, fair, fair.
All right. Okay, Ashford, what number
Mm.
draft pick in round 1 was Michael Jordan selected?
Third.
I think that is true.
Yeah, because it was
Yes,
Hakeem then
sir.
Sam Bowie second.
That's easy. That's an easy question. Okay.
Is it?
Yeah, that's why I'm like, yeah,
Bro, that's
yeah.
the great. That's the great. That's the goal. Like,
All right,
All
back
right,
to Ife,
whatever.
bro. I mean, the Bulls are like a famous franchise, so I mean, it's hard, but I didn't want to make it too tough. Okay, next one,
Not
Ife.
gonna that D Rose one was hard though. I would have got that wrong.
No, the D Rose one, I know. Obviously Michael Jordan, whatever, but like I mainly became like D Rose is the reason I'm a Bulls fan to this day. You know what I mean? And also too,
Oh yeah, true.
I think there's a stat. There's some stat where it's like out of the MVPs, whatever, D Rose is the only one. It's something to do with LeBron, I forget. But like, yeah. And he's the youngest MVP ever. Like, come on now.
Sure.
All right, Ife, you
Yeah.
ready for this one?
Yeah.
Okay. After Flip Saunders, who's the second most winningest head coach in Timberwolves history?
Dang. Um, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know, but
Can I guess this one?
I'll guess our current head coach.
Oh, that's correct. That's correct.
Uh,
Oh damn, I'm not got it. Never mind.
Chris Finch.
that's like
Yeah.
Was that tough?
no. I mean, kind of. I guess.
All right, next
I ain't
one.
got retired. 3-3.
It's 3-3. Yeah.
Mm.
All right. Next one. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Ashford, ready?
Mm-mm-mm.
Okay. Okay. What is Derrick Rose's career high in points?
Is it the 50 ball for Minnesota?
Oh yeah, yeah. It is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I was
Got
gonna say
that. Okay.
like that's the first thing that came to my head. I'm like, there's no way he scored more than 50 in Chicago at least.
All right. Ife, back to you.
Yeah.
Uh, what year did um, what year did Kevin Love get traded to the Cavaliers?
2013.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say too. Was it
Wrong.
14?
It was 14.
It's
14?
2012.
14.
2014. Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking 2013 or 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wrong. So that's incorrect right there. But
You said you already established this like 3 times now.
all right, back to Ashford. Okay.
Dang.
He's 4 for
Mm,
4. Ife's 3 for 4, still good. So um let me get this answer real quick before I ask you.
mm,
All right. You ready?
mm.
How many NBA teams has Derrick Rose been on?
Okay.
It's hard.
Chicago, New York. Wait. Okay. Technicality. He was traded to Utah but never played. Are you
Yeah,
counting
that,
that or
that
no?
doesn't count. That doesn't count.
It
No.
doesn't count? Okay, okay. So
No.
there's Chicago, New York. From New York. I don't okay. Pat is gonna mess me up. Chicago, New York, T Wolves, Cavs,
Hmm.
Memphis,
Hmm.
Pistons.
Hmm.
I know I'm for sure on 6. Ooh, yeah, 6. 6.
That's all.
Okay,
Is it
say him
wrong?
again?
So it's Chicago,
Yep.
New York,
Yep.
T Wolves, Cavs, Pistons, Memphis. That's 6.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah. That's why I was like, that's why I asked for the Utah one because I'm like, remember he got traded there when like that whole Cavs big trip. I'm like, nah.
I'm like you have the order wrong, but it's right.
No, that's why I stopped. Like I was doing the order. I was like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
stop just because like I'm not gonna remember
Oh.
the order, but I'm like I remember the teams. Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. Next one. Ife, ready?
Yeah.
Karl Anthony Towns, his career high is 60 points. Against what team did he do that against?
Dang. I know Ant was against San Antonio. Is it San Antonio?
It's San Antonio.
Okay.
Oh damn. Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that. I was thinking like Pelicans or something.
No, I think they both have the career highs, right? Am I right? Against San Antonio?
Anthony Edwards career high against San Antonio? I don't think so.
Oh no. Actually, yeah.
What is Ains career high? Do
No,
you
it
know?
is. It is. It's against San Antonio.
Oh,
Oh,
it
it is. Oh.
is? Oh, different
Yeah,
game then, but
49.
yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Sixth question, Ashford. Are you ready?
Mm, mm.
Okay, what players did the Bulls get back in return when trading away Jimmy Butler?
Laurie Marketing, Justin Patton.
That's wrong.
That's it.
Chris Dunn. Chris Dunn. Oh my god. Oh, Laurie Marketing, Justin Patton, Chris Dunn. Am I bugging?
That's wrong. That's wrong. You're wrong.
Oh, Levine. Oh my. Oh.
Ooh, you're
Yeah, you're
wrong.
done. You're done.
You're
You're done.
wrong. You're wrong.
The easiest. Hold on, time out. The easiest question I've gotten, I get it wrong. Is
Yeah,
Zach
you're wrong.
Levine? Oh my. Okay, that's fair. All right, we're gonna be 6 for 7. That's fine.
Is Zach Levine, Laurie Markin and Chris
Chris
Dunn.
Dunn.
Yeah.
Justin Patton
Oh my.
came to the Timberwolves. Yeah.
No, I know, bro. That's a star player. Damn, that's crazy. That's how
Yeah.
much it shows. I don't care about him now.
Yeah, you're wrong. But not
I see what
last
you're
one.
doing, little sneaker. All right, you're wrong. You're wrong.
Sixth question for
Okay.
Ife.
Yeah.
You got this, Ife. All right. In the 2017 season,
Mhm.
what team did the Timberwolves play in the first round of the NBA playoffs?
Was it Houston?
Correct, Houston.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. You know Minnesota. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Uh, and then, all right. This
We're tied.
this might not be the last question
Mm,
since you guys are tied. Because we got to get a winner out of this. All right, so last question as of now for Ashford. You ready?
mm.
All right, and are you ready?
Mm.
Okay. What is the current, as of right now at this moment? What's the current starting lineup of the Chicago Bulls?
Current start lineup has been Io, Kobe White, DeMar, Patrick Williams, Vooch.
You're missing Alex Caruso. That's wrong.
Oh damn.
Dang.
It is Caruso has been going off too, and someone picked him up on fantasy. I was thinking about it.
You're wrong.
All right, that's great. Those are the two easiest. Those are two layups too. I'm all right. Go ahead.
All right. Ife, this is for the win right here, okay? It don't get
Yes,
no
sir.
easier
Yes,
than
sir.
this.
Watch this be like an easy one too.
Yeah. Who's the starting point guard for Minnesota?
On me, who's the lineup?
Well, nah, bro. That's because Ife was getting hard questions at first, so like I have to balance it. So
Nah.
this might this might be easy, but like we'll see. Ife, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ife. What players did the Minnesota Timberwolves trade away in return for Rudy Gobert?
I Patrick Beverly, um, Jerry Vanderbilt, Walker Kessler. There's one more. Oh, the Balmero dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's four. And so there's one more.
Is
Oh,
there?
shit, trick question.
Bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with those four.
Wrong.
Okay,
There's
I was
one
gonna
more,
say.
huh?
Malik Beasley.
Oh, I forgot about
You were close.
I'm not
Four out
gonna.
of five.
I would have got 4. I forgot about Bowman. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna miss that one, but that's a good catch. But yeah, 4 out of 5. Uh, you're wrong, Ife.
Dang, low key, you tricked me, bro.
How?
You said, is there?
Hey, bro, that's what I
I would
gotta
think
do.
No,
true.
I was
I
mad
would
because
think
like
I
that sounded like he was helping you. I knew it was five. But I forget who the fifth one was.
yeah, I knew it was fine too. But I couldn't think of the last dude.
Mm,
But,
Hey, man,
all right, whatever.
it is what it is. All right, so you guys both got 5 out of 7. So I think we'll do a final one right here just to see who can get it,
mm,
or potentially final. All right, let me cook up a question real quick for each of you guys. I'll make it
uh,
more current. I'll make it current. All right. All right. All right. These might be kind of tricky.
mm,
All right. You guys ready?
mm.
All right. Same order, or do you guys want to switch it up?
No,
Now
same
we
order.
could do
Just
same.
yeah.
Same order. All right. Bet, bet. All right, Ashford. My question for
Mm,
you: Who is the tallest player on the Chicago Bulls right now?
Hmm.
tallest. Who's taller? Drummond? Ooh, damn, Vuce or Drummond?
Zach Levine.
Drummond. Nah, it's Vuce or Drummond? Vuce.
It's
I'm
Andre
pretty sure.
Drummond.
Yeah, bro. It's
Ah,
not. It's
isn't he
Drummond.
like what 7'1"?
Nah, Vooch
6'11".
is 6'10" and Drummond is 6'11.
Yo.
Oh wow. I thought they're both 7 foot. To be fair, I thought one was like seven. Okay, fair.
Yeah, that's wrong.
All right, let me
So,
end it.
Mm.
Ife, you got a chance to end it right here.
Yeah.
All right. In what year was Nas Reed drafted?
Ooh,
Hold on. I know. 2019.
Nas Reed wasn't drafted.
undrafted. Yeah,
Oh,
that's why I was like,
22.
dang,
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
I
a
knew
layup one
that.
though.
No, I knew it would get him.
Yeah.
I knew it would get him. All right, damn. Another tiebreaker round. All right.
See, I knew that one. Fair. All right.
Wait, it was 2019 though, like, right?
But yeah,
Well, yeah,
Like, when he,
2019
2019
though. Yeah.
draft. That was with like Culver, Jalen Noel, and then
all
Nas
right.
Reed. Yep.
But,
Damn.
well, I knew that.
All right.
I was not thinking. Okay.
All right.
It'd be like that. I forgot Zach Levine was the main piece for Jimmy. That's crazy.
True.
Oh, dang. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Um.
That German one is crazy, bro. What? Off by an inch. Wow.
Uh,
So I should end it there.
you did, you did. Um, okay. I hope this is not too hard, but I just want to have a
Mm,
winner. So I'm sorry in advance, but you guys ready?
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Ashfad, your
Mm.
question. How many All-Star game appearances do DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine have combined?
Bro, I don't know all-star appearances. What the hell? Um, Demar's
I
okay.
know that's
Bro,
crazy.
what? Yeah, okay. I'm
Is
gonna
that
go
too
with.
much?
I'm
No,
not.
no, no.
It
Yeah,
is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. Um, Demar's Toronto Times has, let's give or take 5 or 6. Levine, in total, let's say, because the first year, boom,
I should,
but also together too. I'm gonna say, it's either 8 or 9. I'm gonna guess 9.
I was gonna give 8.
It's either 8 or 9. I feel.
It's 8.
Oh, I
Eight.
knew
So
it.
you're
I was
wrong.
actually thinking 8.
Damn,
All right.
I'm off by 1, bro. All right.
Let me win this game. Let me win this game.
Yeah. Yeah. So Ife, you
Yep.
got the opportunity right here again in your
Yep.
corner. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right. Who are all the players that the Timberwolves selected in all rounds of the 2022 NBA draft?
Um, Leonard Miller and then, 2022.
Sorry.
Oh, you said 2022?
No, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. You're
Oh,
wrong.
I'm
I thought
not
you said
laughing at you.
2023.
I'm laughing at Marcos.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
No, I heard you wrong. Hang on, we didn't select anybody, did we? Right?
No, it's Walker
No.
Kessler. It's Wendell Moore. Uh, and Josh Minot.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie, should we just tie or
Do y'all
I'm not
want a
gonna lie. If
winner
they
or
were to meet,
do we
it
want
don't
to end
matter
this in
either
a
way.
do you guys want to decide a winner or do you guys want to end it? Like it's up to you.
um
We could do winner. It don't matter.
All right.
all right.
Ife definitely
Well, I
spoke.
thought I heard that shit wrong.
No, you didn't.
No, I thought you said 2023.
It's 2. Okay, but sorry, but you got it wrong, May. Um, anyways, let me think of one again.
Oh, my phone's right now.
Mm.
uh, All right, I think Ife can get this one.
It's my
All
turn
right.
though.
I know. I'm just saying.
Oh.
Since I'm gonna give you a harder one.
Mm.
No, I'm playing.
No, no, it would be something you do.
Okay. Let's. Um, all right, y'all ready?
Mm,
Yep.
All right, all right. Okay, Ashford, your question.
mhm.
Who were the three last head coaches of the Chicago Bulls?
Last three. Okay, so we have Jim
Not counting
Boylan.
Billy
We have
Donovan.
no, no, no. We have Jim Boylan. We have the guy that coached, terrible coach for Iowa. Oh, not Iowa. Hoiberg. That's two. Third. Thibs? No, I think I'm missing. But Hoiberg, Jim Boylan, Thibs. I don't think Thibs is right, but I'm going with those three.
That's right.
Oh, okay, but I know Jim Boylan. He was an intern for Hoiberg, and was Iowa State coach. I remember that. Yeah, and Jimmy did not like to do. Then we had a worse coach than Boylan. So
All right, Ife, it's your chance to match it. Otherwise, you taking the L. But you ready?
Yep.
All right. What is JD McDaniel's career high in points?
You funny. Um, 25.
Yeah, that's correct. We just
Yeah.
talked about this.
Yeah.
All right. Damn. Okay.
Wait, how's that fair then? What the heck? Y'all just talked about it.
Bro, talk about in the
No,
chat. I
but it
thought
was like a while ago, like low key.
that was a
So
while
Oh, okay,
ago.
okay, okay, okay.
yeah, but we just talked about it. So it's.
Mm-mm.
Um. Okay. Okay. I feel like this one's gonna be good. Um. All right, y'all ready?
Mm,
Yeah.
All right. Similar question, Ashford. You ready?
mm.
Okay. Who was Derrick Rose's first NBA head coach?
Hmm.
First NBA head coach. It's not. Oh, what the fuck? It's not Thibs. Dibs?
That's incorrect.
That's incorrect. The answer is Vinny Del Negro.
Oh, Denegro, and he went to Clippers.
Yes.
Okay, Ferris.
All right, Ife, you got a chance right here for a layup
That's a tough one.
to win.
Okay.
Okay. Against what team did Rudy Gobert and Kyle Anderson have their physical altercation?
Come on, bro.
Dang, I did not know this.
I know this one. I'm gonna guess
Hey
it too
man,
right when he's done.
it's not as easy as it looks.
Yeah, I don't
Did
remember
we
this
win that
game.
game too?
Yeah.
We did.
They actually do not know. Pelicans.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right. That's right.
Is it actually,
GG's. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
bro?
And
I guess.
it was a close game too.
Dang, I only said Pelicans because
Yeah.
like I had the scores pulled up and that was the first team I saw.
Mm.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
Nah, but GG's though.
GG.
congrats.
That was
Congrats.
a good back and forth.
Congrats. Yeah. Uh again, Ashford lost, but it was
Mm.
good.
I mean, you can let us okay. I'm chilling.
No, I'm playing.
Yeah, like I know what you're doing, but like,
No, I'm playing, I'm playing. All right, all right.
mm.
But no, man, that's all the topics I had prepared. Do you guys have anything else you want to talk about before we get out of here?
Mm.
Uh,
Anything?
Yeah, but-
no,
Nah, not
I
really.
don't have anything.
NBA is determined trying to be a success. Oh, well, this is actually going back to OKC. Not another tangent, but like, what do you have for rookie of the year? Because I have chat. I'm not gonna lie.
It's chat. It's locked.
Okay, I just want to figure if it was as loud as people. 'Cause I saw something on like NBA Ladder. It was saying like Victor like was leading. This like I think like a week ago or a couple days ago. But
I ain't gonna lie. I don't even
no,
think Wemby's second.
who'd be second then?
Um,
Hamed Jaquez or whatever.
yeah, he's hooping. Okay.
But I saw him move up to third. I think. But I don't know if
Yeah, he
he
moved up
hit
to third.
second. I'm not too sure. But yeah.
I think he took a source spot.
Mm. No, but I think it's Chet though. But that's not
I
really.
think
Oh,
Scoot Henderson's playing better though.
he's playing pretty good.
Yeah,
Oh.
he thinks the rookie of the year is open still.
I mean, it still is.
Not for him. It's
It's not
not.
like.
Like,
All
it's not.
right. Do you guys think
Okay.
any of these rookies are like all-star worthy right now?
uh,
Chet
no,
would be the only one.
but Chet will be an all star.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then,
Not right now though, right?
yeah,
No.
right now.
No.
Okay. Okay.
No.
Um,
But Chet
how
is
many?
actually close, I think.
I think so too. How many all-stars do you think the Thunder should have?
One.
One.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. How about the
Wait, is this the
Timberwolves?
year? Is this the year the All Star is no
Yeah.
is positionless?
Yep.
So yeah, that hurts his case even more. Yeah. So just one,
Minnesota?
Minnesota. Yeah.
Probably
two,
one. I ain't gonna lie.
nah, two for sure.
Who's the two?
Rudy.
It's for sure either yeah, Rudy and Ant because Rudy's gonna win DPOY.
But I can see them not putting Rudy in. But
No, I think I can see
uh,
not putting
I,
Cat in if we don't get three.
no, I don't think Cat. I don't think Cat makes it. I ain't gonna lie. He's kind of been playing bad.
I mean, recently, yeah, but like the past few games, I mean, beyond the Knicks game, he had like a couple like low scoring. But
Yeah.
no, I was talking to I think in the chat too like a couple weeks ago. I think Marcos asked a couple weeks ago. I was like potentially three, but for sure two. Given if we're, I was saying like if we're even still top four seed like in the West, like we'll for sure have two. And Ant's already won locked. I think Gobert not only playing well, but also like being like DPOY potentially. Or he seems like the very like front runner for it. Like it's kind of hard to not have a potential DPOY to not be an All Star game. So
I'd agree
I
with
don't think I
Was
that.
can think of
Jared
any
Jackson
All
an All
Star.
Star last year?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. But
That was
was he a
controversial.
replacement though? Yeah,
No,
he was a
but he be
replacement, right?
scoring.
He was straight
Scoring.
up.
Oh,
He straight up made it. Yeah.
oh.
But I ain't gonna lie. I think me personally, I think one. But I think Gobert has a chance. But I don't think Cat has a chance. That's what I'd say.
I think
1.5.
since Gobert and Cat are already all stars, it's a little bit easier for them to make it if they're on a good team. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
True.
I think it's two for sure. I do think though. I don't know if we're in the era anymore of like we're gonna have like three All Star from the same team because the NBA is so deep now.
True. True. I mean, yeah, that's
I think
possible,
Clippers have a
but
chance. Clippers have a chance.
nah, a
Well, Harden,
little
nah.
bit too. It's a little bit too much.
I feel like the
But
only like in this day in the NBA, like if you have three, you have to be at least like the number one seed in
No,
order
but
for the
doesn't
conference.
fan play voting too though? I mean, play a factor.
not really like play a factor.
True,
Yeah,
but isn't
not
like
not
it's like
really.
25% though, right?
Yeah, remember when they were voting for Zaza Pachulia? Like, nah, that wasn't gonna happen. You know.
Yeah,
Who else did they vote for? They voted for Caruso that one year when he was like not that good, but when he was on the Lakers. So,
yeah,
hey man, fan voting is gonna like you're gonna see the list and you're gonna be like, what? But really,
yeah.
it's probably the players and the coaches or whatever who determine it and the
Players,
media.
coaches, and like media. Yeah.
So,
True, true,
hey
true.
man, but I'm just seeing right now. It looks like I said, the Thunder play well against good teams. They're up 11 against the Celtics. So third quarter, end of
Oh,
third
for real?
quarter. So
Oh, third? Oh, okay, bad. We still got okay.
so hey man, um, I feel like I was gonna say one more thing. Do you think Anthony Edwards should start in the game?
Um, nah,
Yeah, I
not
say
yet.
nah,
No,
nah, yeah.
Shane Luca.
Okay, what do you guys think needs to happen for the All-Star game to be a better product?
Um,
I'm not
Because
gonna. I don't
last
know.
year was unacceptable. Like,
Yeah,
it was bad.
you sound like a you sound like a teacher talking to a student.
No, I'm just saying, like,
Um,
like certain guys, like obviously, like Jokic or like Sherry or like, guys that just don't like play like all stars, like they don't have hops and like they don't do crazy stuff. Like
yeah.
they need to be a factor in the game too. I think, like I remember that one year, like Kyle Lowry was taking charges, and it was like they were trying to go first one to like 150 points or whatever. I
Mm,
forgot the target score, what it was. I think that is what the perfect format was, but that might have got a little bit dragged out, and then it just stopped working. But they got to go back to something that I feel like that makes it a lot more competitive because there's going to be a lot of good players. People want to watch good basketball, not Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum, ISO against each other, respectfully.
yeah. I know, not too much, not my boy, but I hear no, but I hear it though.
It's just like I don't want to watch two players ISO. Like I don't care. I just said them two because they did it, but I don't care who it is.
Yeah. Mm, I don't know. The thing is, they brought the target square the first year. It was good. Like it's just a matter of like telling the players like it's just that the players put more effort. To be honest, like I can't really think what more of a format can you do unless like what the NBA does like a I don't know. We're talking about the actual All Star game.
Well,
I can't hear
hello,
you. Yeah,
where Marcos go?
Oh, I muted
I couldn't
myself on
hear.
my
I
mic.
thought
Are you hear me?
I was gonna say. I thought
Okay.
yeah, I thought my Wi-Fi was bad again. I'm like, what?
I
No, I
forgot
couldn't
I
hear
could do
you.
that. All right. No, but I said it's East versus
Mm.
West now, so I don't think they have captains anymore.
Oh,
So that
I
changes
um,
it
actually
a
like
little
I
bit.
actually like the captains. Ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, but then remember the controversy with the uh who was it that went last? Or no,
James Harden.
Katie didn't
James
pick James
Harden,
Harden on purpose.
Yeah, but that's not.
bro. That's
I
not
feel like
controversial. People
that
saw
kind
it,
of adds
bro.
to
It
the
was
No, no, I know,
flavor.
I know, I know. I'm just saying. I'm messing around, but
bro.
Um,
like they were like at
What
first,
what
right?
what
They
Barkley
didn't
say? He was what
they
Barkley
didn't
said.
want
He
to
was like,
televise it.
oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, nah, but that's it's fun though.
yeah,
Barkley
Essence
was like,
story.
he trades to the next team, he'll be ready the next game.
No, but
Katie was just sitting there just like awkwardly too.
mhm. Yeah. But so what were you saying? What do you think needs to happen though? Real quick.
I mean, me personally, I don't think really like much needs to happen because like I don't really care if the All Star game is cool or not. I think it's just more the other
Yeah.
events like the slam dunk, the 3 point, and stuff like that.
But I mean, slam dunk's been pretty poor since 2016. So I mean, that's another thing. You know,
Now it was I feel like last
we
year was
got
kind
we
of
got
cool
G
because
leaguers in there. You know what I'm saying? No,
no
but
Max
I'm
was
just
going
saying.
he was going
No, don't
crazy.
do that, bro.
I'm just playing. Just
Nah,
playing.
Right.
No,
Slam is
I'm not. I'm
going
just
off,
playing.
bro. Come on now.
I'm just playing. But
No, he not. He not,
slam,
y'all. Behind closed
slam
doors, he
dunk.
be roasting.
Hey, hold on. Let me compose myself. All right, the
All right.
slam dunk since 2016. I mean, come on, they've had Derrick Jones Jr. He was a G leaguer. Mac McClung G leaguer.
Hey, bro, look at Derrick Jones now. He going crazy.
No, he's actually good now. But I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, there are some high flyers in the G League, but it's we're not trying to see professional dunkers. Like, let's get some of these good NBA players to kind of commit to it. But that's a conversation for another day because we know the actual NBA dunkers aren't gonna do the dunk contest
Yeah,
for sure. Like,
hell no.
we'll
Yeah.
never see that. But that's uncontrollable. I think 3-point contest is still good. Skills game, I mean, is the skills game, like I'm not tuned in to watch a skills
Yeah, not
game.
no
I
tricky.
mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's pretty
but three point,
dry.
3 point been interesting, I'd say.
3-point has been interesting. It's not falling off because there's still so many shooters. I mean, Cat won it. Like that was interesting, you know.
That was interesting.
But the dunk contest,
Yeah.
like we need to see more guys commit. Like, I mean, there's some high flyers in the league, but like it's almost like we've kind of seen those type of dunks a little bit like they're not fun to watch anymore. Like they're like between the legs is not that cool anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon were inventing new stuff on the fly. So I think the level was set so high where it's hard to reach that anymore. You know?
True.
Yeah. I mean, all the dunks have been done now. So it's like, what more can you
I
do
mean, that's
really?
what we think, but they always say every year like you never seen this before. You know? So
I mean, true, but like, I don't know. It's just tough.
we'll see. But but you think the All Star game like I know it's not that like it's not high stakes or whatever, but do you think it just needs to? What do you think needs to change ultimately, real quick? Anything like anything like with the planning
Ooh,
or whatever, anything with the format? I don't know.
I don't have any in mind,
I do
honestly.
I do have an idea, but like I don't know if this would
Okay.
actually work or not. Like, I mean, obviously the players have more effort, but like with the All-Star weekend, I know they have like a week break. What if you extend the break to 2 weeks so that way the players play like the effort? It's like, okay, this will last. We might have a good like 2 week break. Now I know as fans, I mean that's and also too much like NBA TV rights. It's probably like they losing money by not being aired for 2 weeks.
But I thought
But
you couldn't really do that because then how would you fit 82 games in that time span?
Hmm.
I mean, then you move the season. But then at that point, is the season worth really moving for All-Star game? No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
no.
yeah, that was
So
that's one I could think of.
I
One player.
wholeheartely disagree with that take. So
Okay,
that's
good
my
to say you disagree. You have to say wholeheartedly. You ain't gotta be smart. Relax now. Relax. Relax. You had to do that. That's what I'm saying, y'all. The
but
finale, yeah, that's what he be real life.
no, but hey man, you bring it out of me. But anyways, that's everything, right? That's everything for the
Oh, so
finale
be me
podcast.
helping your topic?
No, I mean, you just brought my humor out of me. Like
Yeah,
it's for real, you know. But I appreciate it, you know.
humor of
Uh,
rudeness. All right then. All right then. All right.
episode 78. How's everything? Appreciate you guys like always coming on. Hopefully we have another conversation NBA soon. And yeah, looking forward to it next time. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.